Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, how's it morning doing?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Ibrahim's better now?
Good
Yeah, yeah.
morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, good. So, well, I can see. Oh, there he is. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, so we have a princess out there. We have a queen out there. Oh my goodness. I'm teaching all royalties out here. Hello, Juveria. Okay with your internet, darling? Okay, fantastic. Really like that. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Anas Brilliant is over here. Okay. Momedy, are you there or the horses left you somewhere?
Ma'am, I'm there.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we have Omar and all also joining in. Oh, that's Aisha Aga. Okay, so we start our session. No salt, right? Nobody ever imagined. It would sound so funny if you were said this, say, about 5 years back. But people are actually doing it. Okay, so please continue with your crazy ideas. I love them. Please go ahead with them. In fact, today I like to share some such crazy ideas. In fact, they are not even crazy ideas. They were accidentally done. Some products which we are using right now, okay, those products were not meant to be manufactured. There was no intention, there was no planning, there was no process to
Ma'am,
make
I
those
know one of
things.
the.
Yes, one of them. Yeah, yeah, we'll come to that definitely. And accidentally, they were created. And today, they are so much more in demand.
Ma'am, I know how did ice lollies came to existence. Ma'am,
Wow.
one kid was making root beer. When
Okay.
very before. Then his
Right.
someone called him. So then he left the root beer outside in the cold night. And then when
Uh-huh.
he came back in the morning, he saw that the root beer just become very solid and on a stick. Now, like spoon was there now inside. And
Yes.
20 years after, ice lollies came.
Exactly, exactly.
Ma'am,
We'll see into that
ma'am,
also.
ma'am, one time after World War I, they used French fries, no,
Right,
to eat at World War. So there was a customer, and he went inside the restaurant, and
right.
he told the chef that give me a French fries. So he didn't cut strips, but he cut like laces, and he put and he gave to the customer, and it was very fried because that chef doesn't know how to make it properly.
Okay, okay.
And then the customer said this is not nice. Then the chef made it again. Then he again said this is not nice. So the chef became angrier, and he fried very much, and he put very much chili and all the masala, and then he gave to the customer, and the customer told, wow, what new dish is this? It was
Kangaroo,
chips.
yum, yum, yum.
It is chips.
Yes, you're right. Okay. We go ahead. Okay, we also see some of them you've already spoken about, but I'll go a bit in details. Okay. Again, we are in the marketing mix. We've done the product and we have done the price. Okay. Now we'll just see the products that were discovered by accident. Okay. we I think when we were kids, all of us have played with this one or the other point of time. In fact, I'm
Yes,
sure most of
ma'am.
yours, yeah. Okay, so this is Play-Doh. Now, what happened is, okay, how did Play-Doh come into existence? Okay, now Play-Doh, like it was not actually used for kids. It wasn't a Play-Doh, something wherein the kids would make things and enjoy and all. This funny, squishy, and what we played most of it. It was not invented as a toy or a educational thing for a child. Okay, this was actually used to clean wallpapers. On wall you have paintings and you have wallpaper. So when the wallpaper would get dirty, So this dough would be used to clean the wallpaper. They would rub it on the wallpaper to remove that dirt and remove any kind of stains. And this was done in 1930s, okay? Long, 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 long back. Maybe when your grandparents were there, they were born. Okay. So to remove it, they would do it. But what would happen? It did not be very successful. Like eventually the dirt would come off, but the stains from the wallpaper did not come out. Okay. And they had manufactured these. They had manufactured this kind of gooey, squishy clay already, but they were not going into success. Why? Because it was not helping. It was not helping to remove the stains of the wallpaper. Apparently the owner of the company, okay, he had a sister-in-law, okay, and she was a teacher in kindergarten, nursery school. She was a teacher, and she said, this clay that you've created, the kids love playing with it. They really enjoy. They make different things, and it's like it was like a putty thing. That clay, they would make animals, they would make clouds, they would make so many things with it. They would make alphabets. And the teacher said, why not, since you cannot use it, you're going to shut down the company as it is, and you're not going to use this for the wallpaper. Why don't we use it for children? And then they came up with, they this new idea, this brilliant idea of Play-Doh. So Play-Doh was not intentionally used for kids. It was for the wallpaper, but by accident and through those relation, they had a relation who was there in the nursery, and that is how they came to know that we can use it out here. So,
Ma'am,
like I said, yes, Hamdan.
ma'am, my grandmother's mom told me that they used to use clay. When I was
Yes,
playing with clay, she told me, my grandmother's mother.
yeah, 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 yeah.
She's
They
in the
did.
80s. She's
Yes,
in the
yes.
80s now.
Definitely, definitely. They used to do that. Okay. Now the second
She's
thing,
really old. She's like 80, 90 years old. That's why.
I know she must be. My father was 83 years old. So,
Ma'am,
yes, Hamza?
so basically, kindergarten children invented Play-Doh, no? But this is the man's idea.
See, actually, yes, Hamza, they did not invent, but they were the one because of which it came into existence. So there might be time, Hamza, when it would be somebody else's idea, somebody else's product, but to get it all together and push it forward and promote in right direction, it could be somebody else. Right? So maybe all of you all would be inventors. Some of you would be inventors, some of what you would be into
If
marketing.
that if the dough made the stain come off, then it would have not been existent till now.
Yeah, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. So, it was like by accident it happened. And I think it was a very brilliant accident because trust me, even I like playing with it. Even now I like playing with it. So it's okay, right? Okay, now moving on to the next one. Okay. How many of us eat this for breakfast?
Me
Ma'am,
sometimes,
it's
ma'am.
that
What
puri.
is Oh
No,
no, it's
it
not
is
puri.
cornflakes.
What
Cornflakes.
was the name of the Play-Doh when it was to remove the stains at now?
I'll tell you the name of the Play-Doh and it got changed. Right. Yeah, yeah. You just what is this puri? We eat breakfast puri.
It is
Okay.
cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
Are you sure?
Cornflakes.
I eat
No,
it
Cornflakes.
sometimes.
pani puri.
Cornflakes.
I never eat.
Same puri, batata puri. Okay. And which is the brand of cornflakes which we usually use?
This is cornflakes.
Cereal instead of chai. Kellogg's. Exactly, exactly. We use Kellogg's. Okay. Coming to your question, Ibrahim, first they wanted to call it Kutol's Rainbow Modeling Compound. Kutol's Rainbow, but it's such a big name, and that's one of the reasons they said no, let's not go for it. Okay. Now you know how Kellogg's cornflakes, the cereal, how did it come into existence? Okay. Now this crispy breakfast, got its name. It was a baking experiment that went wrong. You know, it's like when if there are so many times when we bake, okay, and it goes wrong. But when we bake and it goes wrong, it does not come as a cereal. The cookies become so hard that if you hit your head with it, ooh, it's like that. It's really bad. You might hurt yourself. Okay. Now, this is way back. Okay. The Kellogg brothers, they were running a spa for people who wanted to eat healthy food. Okay. So while making the bread, I'm talking, we are not into the cereal, we're still into the bread phase. Okay. They were making the bread. Okay. For their clients. Okay. And they had boiled some wheat. Okay, now I'm talking about 1894. I'm not talking about today's world. Today's world, wherein you get wheat and you get a flour so easily. No, 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 no. I'm talking about that time. Okay, so in 1894, they had boiled some wheat. Okay, and they left it out and they left it for a very long time. Okay, now bread is supposed to be made with very fresh flour and very fresh wheat. Because they left it for a long time, it went stale. Now, because it went stale, what they said, like, oh my God, let's just roll it out. So when it became stale, basi, like, basi, okay. So they rolled it out, okay, because bread they wanted to roll out. And what happened is, instead of rolling out into a nice sheet, it started becoming flakes, okay, tukde, flakes, and really weird shape. So now they said, I don't want to throw them, okay. The brothers were like, I mean, it's expensive. We've gone through so much of hard work of boiling it and then, keeping it out and then rolling it. So let's not throw the dough. Okay. They toasted it, toasting. And they said, let's toast it and see if something nice edible comes out of it. And believe me, when they toasted those flakes, it turned out to be nothing but your cereal, your cornflakes, your crispy flakes. And then they started, first they did it, the cereal, they started with wheat. Okay, wheat, they made it with the wheat. Then they said, let's experiment with other grains. And they started doing it. And the most popular of them was cornflakes. So again, you see how cereals, I mean, it wasn't any kind of intention to start making cereals, right? But how they came in there. Okay, next, I think we already had somebody mentioning about it, and that would be your potato chips, right? Umar said about potato chips, right? So there was this World War One soldier who went to a restaurant and he ordered for French fries, okay? So the chef made French fries and said, so he just picked up the French fries. He's like, oh no, the French fries are not, they're very soggy, very soft, not firm enough. I don't want this. He sent it back. It happened second time. It had third time. It's like, no, these French fries are not like, that crispy enough. I'm not liking it. They are very soggy. Now the chef got very angry. Chef are very moody people. Yeah. Because again, they are artists and they do not, I mean, they don't take, criticism very well. So he says, why not, instead of making French fries are cut a bit thick, instead of making it thick, what does he do? He makes them really fine. He cuts the potatoes in really fine slices.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
these are all real stories.
Yes. These are all real stories and I'm sharing it with you. These are real. And because of that, he cuts them very fine and then he fries them. And he sends it out. He's like, ye lo bhai. मेरा दिमाग खराब कर दिया. Every time I'm sending you French fries, every time I'm sending, and you send it back saying they are soggy, not crispy enough, not good enough. Ye lo. And he sent it in anger. Yes, Hamza? I can't hear you. You voice.
Ma'am, he fried it in the last time.
Yes, Ibrahim fried it. Yes, Hamza, what you saying?
He fried it and added lots of salt, and then he gave it to him. So when he ate it, he said, "Wow, what is this?"
Yes. So what happened is he fried and he said out of anger, like where dimag kharab ho gaya hai. Every time he's sending it back to me, the soldier is sending it back to me. So let me do this. Yes, Rushta. Yeah. And what happens is finally, when the soldier eats it, he's like, wow, what is this? It's so tasty. So imagine a dish which was not intended and which was made out of anger went a great success. So this is what accidentally it was created. Okay. X-ray, even that was accidentally created. Do you know that? And it was done by a small boy himself, okay? He was not really big in age or, I think he was something around your age itself, okay? So,
And he was 12 to 13 years old.
yes. And
I learned.
and you know what, he was experimenting with cathode ray tubes, okay? So what he started doing is he was just playing with it, and he just realized that these tubes, okay, cathode rays are basically when you have those tubes, they are charged, okay, and electrons are passed through them, and whenever you pass them from the negative to the positive side, you can see some kind of glow. Okay. And that is the time he realized that these rays, okay, they are invisible and they could pass through glass, paper, and even skin and your flesh, right? So that is made them thinking that if it passes through this all and it was getting blocked by what? The bones. And then because of that, it would give a glow of the bones, the shape of the bones at the back. And he said, yes, I have no idea what's this causing. Imagine, he had no idea, but he kept on studying and studying and studying about it. He did not give up. He did not give up, and he won a Nobel Prize in physics. I mean, imagine, it was just a fun game thing he was experimenting. His name, he was a German physicist by the name of William. Yes?
Ma'am, he actually wanted to make a machine that would copy his reflection, but he accidentally made an X-ray. Oh, and one German now got a bullet in his car. So he thought, why can't I bring it to him? This shows the bones and I can see where is the bullet. So he
Yes.
brought it to him, and the doctor and everybody was amazed. They gave him a Nobel Prize, and then he started to work on that X-ray more. And today we have a machinery X-ray.
Yes, but initially it started out as a game, as an experiment when he was small, and he realized, oh, this thing did happen, and then he started working on it.
Like a
So what I'm saying is, do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on your ideas. It might be silly. It might, you all are so brilliant, right? You all are such marvelous. It's like fantastic. My thing is to you is whenever you come up with ideas, whenever you come up with something brilliant or something, don't give up. And even if you don't come up with ideas, it's okay. You will eventually do it. It's all in there for you. Let go of that fear. Most of the time you're like feel lazy. Nahi, aaj nahi karna hai, kal karenge. Don't do that. Most time you feel, oh my God, bore ho raha hai. Don't do that. Y'all are brilliant. Y'all are fantastic. The way y'all have been attending the online sessions, I mean, it's super amazing. I am so impressed. Every day, that same enthusiasm, every day, that same like zeal, and you all have different ideas, and you keep on coming and you keep on talking. You are the inspiration for us teachers. Y'all make us so excited to come and take the sessions. And for that, I am so impressed and so proud of you. And I want everybody to clap for each other. Everybody, please clap for each other. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all are brilliant. Okay. So now coming back to our session. Yes. Okay. And the last one was, which I was doing was popsicles. And this is explained by Mohammadi very well. Yeah. So I don't think I should go into details. So now what I want you all to do is, can you all find any kind of accidental inventions for me? I give you all time. Can you
There
do
is
it?
a machine. Ma'am, there is a machine. I don't know which machine, but
Y'all can start
I
Googling.
remember it. That machine was beating like a heartbeat.
Ma'am, I
Oh,
want to say,
It accidentally was beating like heartbeat.
oh, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, sticky notes.
Sticky notes, yeah, okay.
And
Okay.
some scientist was making a note paper, so accidentally a chemical fall on the paper. The chemical was somewhat gooey, and it only fell for means in some of them. Then he then he put the paper on the table, so it was not removable. Then the sticky notes.
Yeah, actually the sticky note, the chemical was made for something much more stronger, and that adhesive was not strong enough. And they got upset and they left it. Yes. Who's going next?
Microwave.
Okay, Devaria, go on.
Microwave. I searched it on Google.
Yes,
So
yes,
I got
it's
microwave.
perfect. Like I said, you can do the research. I am okay with it because we can't remember all of them. Go on, Juvelia, talk about the microwave.
I'll search about it more and then I'll let you.
Ma'am, non-stick pan.
Okay, go on, talk about it. Non-stick pan.
I don't research about.
Sorry, you have to give a brief idea. Just a minute. Rushna is raising her hand since when?
Ma'am, can you give this as homework in Google Classroom?
Hamza, let everybody talk over here. If you can't access the internet, it's okay. You can give it to me in Google Classroom.
Ma'am, can I say?
No, Rushda was raising her hand. So Rushda, please go ahead, and then Mohammadi, and then Abdullah. But give me a brief idea also, okay? Go on, Rushda.
So, purple, it used to be only for kings and queens and emperors, like basically monarchs. And so, because like it was rare to make the color purple, they used to make it from shells, but that was too expensive. So later, I think, scientist, he was experimenting with some chemicals, and then something went wrong, and then it turned to purple. So that's how purple was used everywhere now.
See?
Ma'am, I found one.
Ma'am,
Aisha, in an order, please. Just a minute. Yes, Juveria. Okay, brilliant, Rushda. And I'm glad they found it, right?
there was a scientist who was inventing a machine, and he had a chocolate in its pan. And when he was inventing the machine, and he started the button, and suddenly the bar of chocolate, it was melting in its pocket. So then that's why he invented a microwave.
So I guess, realized
That's
that
why.
this was because of the radioactive rays, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mohammadi.
Yes.
I know how to instant noodles. Was
Yes, go on, go on.
Ma'am, after World War II, Japan was on food shortage. Then one Japanese chef tried to recreate noodles. He wanted to make it long lasting, but it didn't happen. So then one time he accidentally threw the noodles into oil. Okay, so then when he took it out, it became very hard. And then we put it again in the water, it will become. Then after some years, it became into instant ramen noodles.
Yay! Top ramen noodles, and we all love it, don't we?
Ma'am, can I say?
Ma'am, now can I say?
Yes, Abdullah, then Aisha Aga, and then Aisha Kazi. Yes, Abdullah Patel.
Ma'am, matchsticks.
Oh, matchsticks. Okay, go on.
British pharmacist John Walker was stirring his chemicals when he noticed a dried lump on the end of his stirring stick. Trying to scrape it off, it invariably sparked a flame, and the idea struck him to convert these to proper matchsticks.
Wow, that's good. Okay, so like I said, these are all accidental things, but very important to us. Okay, yes, Aisha Aga, go on. Could I have the video
Ma'am,
as well,
ma'am,
please?
this is not so important.
It doesn't matter, Aisha. You might think it's not important, but it would be to me. Go on.
Slinky.
Yay! I love slinkies. How many of y'all like slinkies? We all do, don't we? I told her I'm so
What's a
fascinated.
slinky?
It's you have that.
What a
It's a spring toy.
Yes,
It's a spring
I
toy.
Mama had it, but it broke.
You know what? I am so we all are fascinated by slinky. We just can't let go of it, can we now? You see
Ma'am,
how-
can I say after Aisha?
no, it's Aisha Kazi, then you can say Prime. Yeah, Aisha, you can show the photo also of Slinky to everybody. You can share the screen if you want.
It broke.
Yeah, see there. All right, Juveria is already showing it.
But
I
there's
think,
little happens there.
and the best part is when the slinky gets intertwined with the other, and then you're trying to figure it out and sort it.
Yeah, ma'am. I did it once and I solved everything.
I
Ma'am,
love
that's
them.
only
Ma'am,
I was trying to do it.
ma'am, sometime, but it doesn't,
Ma'am.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Yes, Aisha Aga, coming back to your slinky and how it was invented.
In 1943, naval engineer Richard T. James was working at a shipyard in Philadelphia when he accidentally knocked a spring that he had been trying to modify into a stabilizer for sensitive maritime equipment from a high shelf. To his surprise, the spring neatly uncoiled itself and stepped its way down from the shelf and onto a pile of books, and from there onto a tabletop, and then onto the floor. After 2 years of development, the first batch of 400 Slinky toys sold out in just 90 minutes.
Wow.
When
Yay.
they were demo- demonstrated
Ma'am, she reading.
in the toy
It's okay.
department of a local Gimbals store in 1945.
Fantastic. I'm so glad he invented
Can
Slinky.
I
In fact, Toy Story, in that dog also his body is slinky, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah, and they use him, when they need something to go down or something. So it was great.
Yeah, like they want to travel or like
ma'am,
get
So it was,
information. Like the police comes and the dogs
ma'am,
goes up here
ma'am,
secretly.
ma'am, can I tell one more?
yeah, you can, but wait, Mohammed, wait. We will give others also a chance.
After break,
Hamza, you can Google and read it. That's what everybody is doing. None of them know by heart. Yes, Aisha Kazi.
this as
Ma'am,
an assignment.
this I do.
Hamza, do you have a question, Hamza?
I know my heart.
This as an assignment.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hamza, a bit
Ma'am,
louder.
can you give this as an assignment?
No, no assignment, Hamza. You can tell now, but if you want, you can't access you cannot do the research right now. You can send it to me on Google Classroom, or you can WhatsApp to me. Okay? Yes, Aisha Kazi, go on.
And this is the
Ma'am, I know by
accidental
heart.
invention of Coca-Cola.
Ooh, Coca-Cola. Okay.
One day, a
Yeah, Umar, I'll
careless
come to
man
you.
One day, a careless man went to a soda fountain nearby, but there was no Coca-Cola there, so he accidentally criticized it with cold soda water from the fountain instead of tap water.
Ah, see?
No, ma'am, it
That's
was
so
not.
good. That's great.
Ma'am, can I say now?
Yes, Ibrahim Rizwani. And then Rashda is having Coca-Cola. Okay.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
Inventor is Ruth Wakefield, owner
Mm-hmm.
of the Toll House Inn. What she wanted to make actually. Wakefield just wanted to make normal chocolate chip cookies. How it was created. While mixing a batch of cookies in 1930, Wakefield discovered she was out of baker's chocolate. As a substitute, she broke sweetened chocolate into small pieces and added them to the cookie dough. She expected the chocolate to melt, making chocolate cookies, but the little bites remained intact.
Yay. See?
And that's how the chocolate chip cookies were made.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad. I love them.
Ma'am, chocolate. I have an invention of chocolate. Without reading, I just came to know.
Ma'am, my mother
Yes.
told that Coca-Cola was meant. There was a scientist and he was having a very big mouth and a this and a yeah, and and he was having a recipe of making. So and there was a very big war in that country, and the keeper of the doctor came and the doctor told that give me as you have, I will give you this big ball and this soda.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
then when he took, he went and he made made Coca-Cola, and then and he drank. So it was very tasty. So he sent it a very glass bowl, and then he took it back. But after some time, it was very popular. So he started giving cans and that plastic
Oh,
bottles.
yes, Coca-Cola is a very popular drink, definitely.
Ma'am,
Yes,
can I tell?
yes. Yeah, yeah, you've already said Mohammadi, and then you can we can come to Yahya. Anas, where are you? Is Anas with us? Okay, he's left.
Yes, ma'am.
Mohammadi, go on, then Yahya will say.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am,
Yes,
I will.
Anas, you have to continue with your thing. Okay, Hamdan, you also have to say one thing. Humaira, what about you? You ready with it? Humaira, accidental inventions. Just search and let us know. Go on, Mohammadi.
Ma'am, I will
No,
tell the.
ma'am.
Ma'am, I
I'm not
will tell the
ready.
invention of war.
Ma'am, I also have one.
Ma'am, I will tell the invention of Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, Worcestershire sauce. Go on.
Huh. Ma'am,
Ah,
ma'am, two chemists tried to recreate a sauce from India.
mm-hmm.
Okay, they added many very strange ingredients, and they tasted very bad. So then they left it there. Okay, and after 2 years, someone came to clean the place. Then they found the sauce bottle. Then he tasted it. It tasted good. Then some years after some time, the sauce was
After Muhammad me.
created at Worcestershire.
Yeah, Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Yes, yeah, here. Yeah, Anas, I'll come to you. Yeah, here.
Yes, ma'am. Wait.
Now, don't read the entire thing. Just give a brief idea. Okay.
Ma'am, safety glass. Chemist Edward Benedictus was working in his lab when a glass flask dropped on the floor but didn't shatter into several pieces. This was because the inside happened to be lined with plastic.
Yay!
Cellulose nitrate. He patented it and it is now used in all cars as well as gas
Fantastic.
masks and
So we use safety glass where? Where do we
cars.
use? Yes, yeah, yeah. I'm giving others a chance so that I need to know whether they're listening to you or they're just searching, googling on the net. Yeah. So they need in the cars. Yes, Abdullah. Abdullah, you go. Then Anas will go. Do not read the entire thing. Just give a brief idea. Abdullah, are you there? Okay, Abdullah is not there.
Ma'am, I wanted to do the safety class only, ma'am.
Oh, so friends think alike. That's good. Great, great thinking. Yes, Anas, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Non-stick pan was Roy Plunkett was invented that
Okay,
non-stick pan. So
okay,
Plunkett took a job with DuPont in Jackson, New Jersey.
okay,
Plunkett and Jack Reebok then decided to investigate further by cutting the cylinder open.
okay.
Once they managed to get it open, they discovered that the TFE gas inside had polymerized into a waxy white powder, polytherif. This from that was only.
Okay, okay, okay. Fantastic, fantastic. Yes, Hamdan? Hamdan?
Ma'am, I can't find anything.
Oh, it's not possible that you wouldn't find anything. There are so many of them. Okay, now tell me if you think, whatever is there in your kitchen, okay, if you think any one thing in
And
that
kitchen
kitchen,
is also accidentally made.
sorry, Aisha?
Kitchen is also accidentally made.
No, Kitchen are accidents to make, it's that way. So better avoid the kitchen. At least mommies, we should avoid kitchen. You kids can go and cook over there for us. So in the kitchen, name one item you think, if you do some kind of experiment on it, you would come up with something different. Yes, Mohammadi?
I know one thing that is accidentally made in kitchen.
No, no,
Like
not in the kitchen. You would do. I don't want already discovered.
Ma'am,
Listen
non-cutting
to my
scissors.
question.
Ma'am, non-cutting scissors.
Umar, well done, Umar. Non-cutting scissor. Like I said, any one item in the kitchen you would like to do some kind of experiment on it
Ma'am,
and come up with something. Yes?
ma'am, one day I was trying to make chocolate sticks for Zainab and Safia,
Hmm.
and then the chocolate became so hard that I could not make lines out of it. So I just squeezed it, and then it became some shape, and I put it in the fridge. After some time, it became so hard I could not remove it. But still, I
Oh,
gave it to Safia and Zainab. Then Zainab, it was looking like a shape of a poo. So Zainab told it it's a poo chocolate. But
I'm
at
so
last,
I'm so glad, I didn't say okay, I should give some to me. Okay.
Ma'am, I
Did
would
she eat
remove.
it?
we ate it. So Zainab liked it. So she named it still poo chocolate.
Oh,
But
that's nice.
it
Okay.
tasted really nice.
Poo
Ma'am,
chocolate. Yes, yes, Abdullah.
I will change the microwave. In the microwave, there is some rays which come, which is very harmful.
Okay.
Because so we will change that. We will remove that rays from the microwave
Oh,
and
fantastic.
use a substitute on it.
Okay, 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 okay. Any disasters y'all have had in kitchen while cooking?
ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I
Yeah.
was cutting. Ma'am, I was cutting. Ma'am, I was
Mom,
cutting. Ma'am, I know.
Mom,
Ma'am, can I say
yeah,
one
yeah,
time?
let Mohammed is saying. Go on,
Ma'am,
Mohammed.
I always get them early in the morning, na. So then I'm always hungry. So then Mama, Nabbu and Samia and Aisha Mami all are sleeping, na. So then there was Peru in the house. So then I went to cut Peru. So then I was cutting and the pace was my knife wasn't very sharp, na, because I don't know how knives are that time.
Yeah,
So then
yeah, that
I was
time.
cutting, ma'am. I didn't know how to catch, na. मैंने मैं आधा फिंगर का मैम ऐसे पूरा छील गया था तो गोश्त निकल रहा था
Okay, आधा
Ma'am,
फिंगर
same
का ऐसा
happened with
पूरा
me.
छील गया था.
Ma'am,
Can I have that
ma'am,
in
can I?
English, please?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
same
can I say
happened with
something?
me. I cut my
skin
finger,
peeled
ma'am.
off ma'am my skin
Ma'am,
peeled
can I
off
say something?
You
One
know,
time, my
when you cut your fingers by mistake.
yes
ma'am,
and
one
ma'am,
time,
I only showed Samia ma'am
Okay.
mama
Okay,
ma'am,
okay. This is being recorded, Mohammed. I'll ask your mama to watch this then.
mama abu no mama abu no
Okay, they know. Okay, okay.
Ma'am, can I say please, ma'am?
ma'am,
Yeah, Ibrahim, wait. Umar was the second one. Then you can say, yes, Umar. Any disasters in the
one
kitchen?
time, our old maid, she's not there now, and she,
It's okay. Let him be so cute. He's sharing chocolate with us. It's not poo chocolate, right?
it's a cake chocolate,
Yeah, okay.
and then she was cooking this egg egg curry. So she didn't cut the egg, and she means we need to cut the egg, no, put it for heat. So she didn't did, and she kept it inside the microwave. And when she was just going to open, it just blasted in the whole.
Oh my goodness. I hope nobody was hurt in that.
No, ma'am, just it blasted, and then she opened.
Oh, thank God for that. It's super
Ma'am,
amazing.
can
Yes,
I?
Ibrahim. Yes, Ibrahim. And then
Ma'am, ma'am, one time there was my mother brought guava. It was pink color, like inside it was pink. It was
yes.
the yummiest. So I was very small. I was in junior or senior KG, and I did not know that the knife was very sharp. So one time I took the knife. And then I tried to cut the guava, but I cut my finger and I have the scar till now.
Oh
And
my
and
goodness. Oh my goodness.
my
What is it
sister
with boys and the Goa?
I
I
have one more
Ma'am, can I tell?
And ma'am,
Yes,
you know what?
Anas, Anas.
One time a crow came inside the kitchen and it was running so much, and I and Yaya made him run out of the
Oh.
kitchen.
Yes,
It
Anas, we take yours last and then we end the session. Yeah.
Ma'am, one time what happened? You know that fizz bottle, Happy Fizz? That bottle came like fruity. Uh, that one, what we did, I drank full, and my mother has a oil. She put it in the bottle. Then we didn't open. Uh, uh, we af- we opened after 2 months. In kitchen, my mother opened the bottle. Full went like rocket, and the full kitchen will tail oil full kitchen.
Oh my goodness, this is a disaster. Imagine cleaning that entire oil. Oh my goodness. Anas, you said a very nice one and we end the session
Ma'am,
with this.
one time what happened?
Yes.
That me and Mustafa were very small, so we were playing in the kitchen, and my mom was in the room. So Mustafa went near the oil can, like it was a cylinder, and then he spilled all the oil in the kitchen. And then my mother came and she saw the oil was all spilled in.
Oh my goodness. Okay. No. We end. Okay, we can continue this next time. No worries about it. I just want to say you all know Farhana, right? Farhana, my eldest daughter, Farhana Didi. Some of you all must be called. When she was about just, I think, 2 years old. Okay. And we had a wedding in the family. We were supposed to go in the evening for the wedding in the family. And I'm looking at where's Farhana? Let me dress her up. And what she had done, this huge bottle of oil. She had upturned the entire bottle and she put it on her hair, her face, her body, and everything. She'd applied so much of oil in her hair that it was dripping like this, like droplets, tip, tip, tip. And I'm like, oh my God, Farhala, we have to go to the wedding. Oh, it was a disaster.
Ma'am,
It was
ma'am, you
horrible.
know when I was not born yet, but my
Ibrahim,
sister
we
was.
continue next time, please, because Yahya also wanted to share
Okay.
this. So next time, I will not share a video. You all can talk about your disasters at home. You can think and come up with good ones. Okay, we do that. Yeah, I will not share a video.
Can I just say it's very small?
Yeah.
We
No,
were eating.
Umar. Next time, otherwise it's not fair to everybody. Next time during circle time. Okay, see, I've got two hands doing bye. That's Umayma. Bye.